Hello, and welcome to Tales from a Sex Store. I'm Hazel, and I'm here with my co host, Billy McWilliams. Good morning, Billy.
Good morning. Hello, hello.
How are you today?
Better to see your sweet
Oh
smiling
my
face.
gosh. Every time you say that,
You know what it is, don't you? It's oxytocin.
it
It's,
is.
the love drug.
You get me. Oh, my
Uh-huh.
brain tingles every time you say that.
Ugh.
It
Oof.
works.
Me too now.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I could reciprocate the oxytocin dose.
It's all about the drugs.
All about the drugs. Yes. I keep it natural, though.
Right, exactly. Well, that's actually interesting you put it because, I read an article. This is one of the things we're going to talk about today is like orgasms and sleep.
Mm,
And then I want to talk about used sex toys. Okay.
sounds good.
And then I want to talk about cool new idea we have for May.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I'll keep that mysterious, but it's going to be fun.
Sounds good.
I'm excited.
It sounds like it's going to be fun. Should we dive into it with your tales from the sex store?
Tales of a sex store.
All right.
Okay. Um, well, let's start with this very nice couple came in and we had the loveliest conversation. And she says, I have all these toys that I no longer use. Is there any place to give away my sex toys? And your first instinct is like, "Ooh," right? Because
Right.
I think, I think there's an abundance of shame on sex toys. Like, oh, they're used. Oh, they're dirty. Or they're nasty. I'm not saying that hygiene isn't incredibly important. But what I'm saying is, like, if you see a Reddit thread that says, what is this? And it's always a sex toy. And it's like, oh, wash your hands, do this. It's like incredible amount of these things are dirty.
Right.
And I think a lot of times people don't return sex toys because they're quote unquote dirty.
Right.
And it's so they don't, it's part of the whole shame of sexuality. So it's like, hey, this is what I tell my clients. Look, this is like any other consumer item. You buy it, you spend $50, $100, $150 on a vibrator and it doesn't work for any reason. Come back. We're happy to exchange. This is like Costco. This is like other places like that because let's take the shame out of returning sex toys because they know they can make a substandard product and you're not going to return it because you feel like, oh no, it's dirty. It's like, stop,
Right.
stop. People clean toys and invariably they say, hey, I clean my toy
Right.
before they return it, even though we're going to discard it. Doesn't matter.
Right.
So I think there's a lot of shame with sex toys and we need to move on from that. But what I loved about what they were saying was, we don't use them and we're very good about taking care of them, but we don't use them and we would love to gift them to somebody. Is there any place that does it? And I brought that up with staff and they said, well, there was a place called Squeaky Clean Toys where they do that, but that's actually went defunct. And it went defunct because there was so much condemnation over, dirty sex toys that it didn't work. And I think what another staff member said, which was really good for me at least, was like, you know what? You're right. You should distribute these toys, but just do it to your friends.
Right.
To your friends, your little friend network after a conversation. It's like, and
Absolutely.
especially, I mean, silicone is by design material that's non-reactive in the body. And with cleanliness, I would feel pretty comfortable. I mean, if you could do an abundance of caution to make sure that you're tested and they're tested. And I think that, when you talk about toy cleanliness, it's like, you don't need to buy the toy cleaners, even though we sell them. Warm soap and water and an antibacterial wipe, if you're abundance of caution, you should be fine. And things like glass and silicone are perfectly healthy,
Right. Right.
especially glass.
Yes.
Glass was also, though, I mean, new, and everybody was always scared that, oh, it's going to break off.
Right.
Initially, when they first came in, people were like that. And people were like, well, what's so great about glass? A lot of things with glass is like, one, is long lasting. It won't break like a vibrator. Two, it's non porous. Three, you can use it for temperature play, hot or cold.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also feels, in some ways, when it warms up, it stays at your body temperature, so it's a different feeling of fullness.
Right.
And I think a lot of times glass is a secondary toy. You can use it for penetration, but you really need a clitoral stimulation to finish off. I mean, it can work, but in general. So,
Right. One of the things that I like about glass is that you are able to get it in really unique textures,
right. But yeah,
which can have applications other than internal use, right? They can be like gua sha. You can use them for sensual massage. You can use them for functional massage.
right. There's bumpies, the little bumpies or the little ridgies or the little curvies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've actually used one of our one of ours that had all the little bumps on it
Yeah.
to work through plantar fasciitis.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Oh, did it help?
yeah, I mean, it didn't hurt. It felt good. I mean, I'm not a medical professional, so I can't say that it helped, but it helped in that it felt better.
Well, if you feel better,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. So most of the time it's like, "Oh, what do people use for sex toys?" And it's the other one is like, "What about using sex toys for other things?" Yeah, right?
right,
When I show the magic wand, I'm like, "It's good for the back, but if it accidentally falls on the clitoris,
right.
oops."
Or the perineum,
It
or
fell. Oh, oops.
yep,
Yes, exactly.
wherever feels good.
Whatever feels good, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think I would start, donate your sex toys for somebody else to use because there's just so much shame about sexuality, and there is legitimate hygiene considerations, but I think it's way overboard. Way, way, way overboard.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
so, yeah, if you have sex toys it's funny, when I'm when I'm giving away vibrators here's another story. So when I was in this store the other day and 3 nice women came in and, they said and I offered them the free vibrators we give them, right? That says I have an orgasm in Bozeman, Montana, and they looked at me and they laughed. They said, "You gave one to us last time." I'm like, "Okay, here's 3 things. You have one, keep the one you have. I want you to do one of 3 things with these other ones. Number 1, give it to your friend who deserves it, who needs a vibrator, who doesn't have your confidence.
Yeah.
Try that. Number 2, give it away to the hot bartender or a tip or some random guy in a bar just for that. Okay.
Right.
And then the third one would be give it to a project guy, you know, the awkward one who is really uncomfortable. Give that to him. You might have just made their life so much better. Yeah. That would be fun. And then I came back to him. I said, and here's one more. I want you to take it to a guy, give it to him, and say, "Let's have a threesome."
Hey.
Because I think it's like one of the questions like that we hear is like, how do I introduce toys to relationship?
Yeah.
And that's a way to do it, just to do it fun. And here's the thing, it's like it doesn't have to be clinical. You can do this or you can do that. Make it sexy fun. Make it
Yes.
provocative. Make it interesting, you know? Blow their fucking mind, right? It's like,
Yes.
yeah. So it's like the vibrator isn't really a toy, it's a conversation. And it's a conversation starter. And it's a conversation starter that really helps.
Yeah.
I designed the toy so it's like innocuous because it says, I had an orgasm in Bozeman, Montana. And on the other side, it said fun, fresh, and healthy. And then the other side says organic stress relief. And then on the ends, it says, have a nice day.
Nice.
Yeah. We just donated some to a place in Missoula, Montana that it's pharmacy students or something like that. But we freely give them away for those things because it's such a simple way to make people's lives better. I think there should be a vibrator in every sexual health classroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. I think everybody should have one. If only for the exposure,
Yeah.
for the therapeutics of it.
Yeah, it's an anatomy lesson.
Yeah.
This is where the orgasm happens. It's on the clitoris.
Mhm.
It's not rocket science. And it's also ways will introduce new intimacy in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes when guys are resistant, I'm like, "Look, it lets her know a woman know you're sexually literate. You care about her orgasm,
Right.
and you know what you're doing. And on top of it, if you think you have to compete with a piece of plastic, you're missing the point."
Right.
I was, horribly watching, The Manosphere, which is a Netflix documentary about, men and masculinity and monetization, and it's like they missed the entire point, those young men,
Right.
and, not to get into it, but it's surprising to me how men's sexual education is so narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so self-limiting and so unempathetic to other human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they could be so much more.
Yeah. It's very self-protective while also demanding.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna do every one of my sexual whims without any question whatsoever and obey no matter what, which makes for a really constrained relationship.
Right.
Yeah,
And a constrained manner of behavior.
right, exactly. Yeah, but those folks were really nice. It was a good conversation about masculinity and toys and sex stores and how they fit in our society. They were cool. They even left a nice Google review, which is I'm thankful for. Yeah.
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 I mean, we work hard for it, right? But we get a lot of really good Google reviews. And I think that that's
Yeah.
reflective of how hard we work to, make it an approachable space and leave shame at the door and
Yeah.
help people to find their comfort zones and not push anybody out of their comfort zone, but maybe like offer them guidance into a deeper part of the pool while
Yeah.
also holding their hand and offering to bring them back to safety if they need it. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
we're walking the people who need to feel safe in that environment through the whole, I guess, space of erotique safely, which kind of takes them through like the gamut of potential products. We've got a lot in the store, right?
Sure.
There's everything from the bullet vibrators that you give away are fairly rudimentary, entry level, approachable clitoral stimulation. They're non threatening
Right.
by design, all the way to things that almost like come with a disco ball.
Yeah.
Like it's a party in a package.
Right. Well, we do have a disco ball in the bathroom.
We do have a disco ball in the bathroom and black lights. Does the black light work? We
Black
had a
lights
black light
work.
for a while.
Yeah.
Okay,
Black
good.
lights. Yeah. And trashy 70s
It's so
black light
great.
posters. And I'm
It's
still
so
looking for
great.
some that are gay as fuck.
I'll dig through over at the Castro again. I haven't found any that were particularly fitting
Yeah. It's
because
got to
most of
be
them aren't black
erotic. It's
lights.
got to be fun. It's got to be expressive and it's got to be
Right.
unique. Yeah.
I find a lot of UV reactive posters that are about drugs. I don't
Yeah.
find a lot of UV reactive posters that are about sex,
Yeah.
which is a bummer because that's what
Yeah.
we're looking for.
That's what exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I looked long and hard on the internet to find all these, and most of them are like from Black Power cultures, particularly out of
Yeah.
Houston. I think they made some great stuff. Great stuff.
Nice.
I'll get to find more, and we're actively looking.
Mm,
So yeah, yeah. I'll take some pictures of the posters and we'll put them in the we'll put them in the blog. It's pretty fun.
perfect.
Yeah. The other thing I want to talk about is orgasms and sleep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nocturnal emissions, right?
Well, there's that. That's two different things. One would be before, and the other one would say, but that does not tell you though that like the body really, really wants to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
And there's physiological reasons why men get erections both during the evening and in the morning because it's a way of getting that system up and going and doing all the time.
Mm,
Orgasm's a benefit for it, but it's like this is a healthy kind of thing. And if you think about it, orgasm is the easiest way to make yourself feel good that just is positive. Can you think of a negative thing after an orgasm?
If I try really hard,
If you've done something you shouldn't be doing, something
like,
wrong,
actually shouldn't.
actually you shouldn't, but the vast majority of the time, they're perfectly fine. The
Mhm,
orgasm is the truth. And it's like, but then you get oxytocin and other biochemicals that give out after orgasm, and you just feel better. And I was reading a study today that these women put on a Fitbit and they had orgasms before they went to sleep and didn't
mhm,
say whether it was sexual activity or individual, but I'm not sure that I think there's probably some sort of biochemical difference, but not greatly.
right.
But they typically they slept better, and sleep is so important for your health. And orgasm before sleep is like really important. It relaxes you. It tells your body to go to sleep. And I don't know how many times I've had conversations with clients that are like, yeah, one in the morning, one at night. It's just simple, straight maintenance.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think more conversations of the value of an orgasm.
Yeah,
And also, like, here's another thing. They used to say that the clitoris has 8,000 neurons. It actually has 11,000 neurons. So it's actually more concentrated than you would remember.
right.
And they got the basis of the 8,000 off the anatomy of an animal. They used that. They didn't actually use a real clitoris. I know. Isn't that crazy?
It's so crazy.
You know what it is, though? It's back to that shame based world that, like, you don't study sex because sex isn't important, right? Even though it's
Right.
an essential biological need, right?
Trying really hard not to pull out my soapbox about how science doesn't study women because men were the only.
100%. 100%. And somehow women's sexuality is secondary to men's sexuality.
It's because mm,
Go.
I'm gonna
No,
step
so
off my so
no, jump on it. I'm okay with that. I'm
Oh, it's just it's I mean, I guess I haven't talked about it here, but it definitely feels like beating a dead horse. It's like they just never studied women in science, in medicine
yeah.
until the 2000s, really.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything from the body weight index to the design of gym equipment,
Right.
everything from
Well, it's
like
systemic. Everything's for the
it's
guy.
systemic.
Yeah, and it's and like you said, it's like the gym. It's like the studies are on men and not necessarily women.
Hmm.
And how many times do doctors say, "Oh, this pain you have isn't valid?" It's like, how would you know? You have a
Right,
penis, right?
right,
So it's like systemically, and then sex is on top of that, right?
right.
So yeah, yeah. Well, how come women have to take to be the people control the birth control and vasectomies for men are really, really easy
Outpatient.
biologically compared to women. So it's
Hmm.
like it should be a social norm that men get vasectomies.
Hmm. They are. I want to say that they're working on
The male pill.
not even that. There's a and this is going to be something that's squeamish for people with needle problems, but they're working on doing an injectant. It's a plug
Uh-huh.
basically that is
Genius.
yeah, and it fills the little tube between the testes and it dissolves after 2 years. You have to get it every 2 years.
Wow. What a great
And
idea.
so it prevents sperm from leaving
Right.
the testes.
Blocks up the little boys.
Yeah.
What a
Yep,
good idea.
exactly. Yeah. Keeps the army in the barracks.
Stop right now.
And it's not even a surgery. It's easier than getting a flu shot. You go in, they go boop, boop, and you're done for 2 years.
Wow. What a great idea.
Right?
See? How come that's not normal?
They're still working on
And it's reversible.
trials. It's totally reversible. Yeah, they can suck it right out.
See, and yeah, and I don't know how many women are like, "Oh, the IUD hurts,"
Mhm.
or "My hormones get off with birth control,"
Oh
or
my gosh, so many.
all of it, so many. So many. It's such an easy thing for men to do, but it's not socially normal. And
Right.
I think it's all part of that stupid power of balance. That's going to change.
Mhm. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
It's nice to know that a lot of people are having the conversation around how a matriarchy is not an inverted patriarchy or a reversed patriarchy.
Absolutely.
It's a
Absolutely.
totally different structure
Totally different
that
structure. Yeah.
no one is king, no one is on top.
No, it's much more inclusive. It's much more collaborative.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's more about a maternal, like, family collective
Right.
health than
Yeah.
it is about a
More voices are heard.
yeah,
Everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, collaborative as opposed to impositional.
Yeah. Nothing's perfect. I think it needs to be some sort of mesh, but it's certainly bad now.
Right, right, nothing's perfect.
You know what, though? I think it currently the surprising thing is it hurts men, and men don't realize it.
Right.
It hurts their relationship, it hurts their self-esteem, and all of it.
That's part of the insidiousness of the patriarchy is that it is, by design, forcing people into these scripts that don't allow them introspection.
Yeah.
They can't even look at who they are. They are so busy, dedicated to
Yeah.
following the script that
Yeah.
they have no time for personal analysis to check in with themselves.
Well,
It's
why you so mad, bro?
right,
Yeah.
right. And maybe they don't know, and maybe it's because
Yeah.
that's their only
Yeah. That's a frontier I'm excited to see. It's like
mhm,
educating men in a way that's not it's not shame-based also.
right. And of course, I'm just an armchair psychologist. I'm not licensed, so this is just
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So we have a new, promotion that we just started.
oh, yeah?
Yeah. So every month we have something new, like this month it's pheromones. Next month
Mhm.
for Easter, it's rabbit. It's rabbit vibrators for sale.
Perfect.
Easter rabbits.
Is it rabbits and eggs, like the Tenga eggs?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. We should do eggs too.
Mm,
That's funny. We'll do that.
right?
Yeah. Tinga eggs are great. They're nice little
They're
strokers.
so great. They're so versatile. They're great for everything.
Yeah.
I love using Tenga eggs for topical stimulation. You kind of wrap it over the phallus and
Yeah.
stroke with it, right?
Right.
But
Ni
you can also
nice body language.
thank you.
Yeah.
It's like a shake weight.
Yeah. Shake, wait for your penis.
Um,
Shake, shake, shake.
but the other thing you can do is pretend that it's an inside out sock, right? And you put your hand along it and hold it with your thumb, and then you flip it over your hand so that the texture is on the outside like a mitten.
Oh,
And then you can use
interesting.
it for topical stimulation like the clitoris or nipples or whatever is sensitive on a
Oh,
person.
Sentry play. Yeah,
Mhm.
I love
Yeah,
that.
and then you've got a textured mitten that you can use for sensory play. It's so good.
Especially with a beautiful, nice little lube.
Mhm.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Delicious.
you can pair it with, like, warming or cooling lubricants. You can pair it with
Flavored lubricant.
right? If you are not using it for anything penetrative, you can pair it with things, like, that are more medical, like, Biofreeze or Icy Hot.
Uh-huh.
But again,
Yeah.
then it's more for therapy. It's definitely for, like, massage or something as opposed to don't put
Right, right. Sentry play doesn't have to be
never
sexual.
put Biofreeze on your clitoris, ever.
Did you know the penis and clitoris have the same amount of neurons? That tells you how concentrated the clitoris nerves are. That tells you how sensitive it is.
Mm,
Yeah. Women ask me, like, "What the Tinga egg, which ones do guys like?" And I'm like, "Guys like the one you buy. That's what they like. They
right?
like the fact that you just wanna do it. They're not gonna say,
Right.
'Oh, I'm sorry, this bumpy doesn't work this way. I want that one.'"
Well, and maybe they will, but that'll be after they've explored it a little bit and you've had conversations and it's opening the door to those conversations. Again,
Right, and
it's
what feels good for them, yeah. Yeah.
exactly. And it's nice to talk about it going the other direction, right? Because we have men come into the store and they're like, I'm going to buy a toy for my partner. And
There's ton of resources. Ton.
right. And they may come in and not have any idea. So it's good that there's a ton of resources because they'll come in and they'll like, what about this one? And they grab like the biggest toy on the wall. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
What's your partner into?
Yeah.
Also, maybe absolutely not.
Yeah. I know. I know.
What's your partner into?
Yeah. Yeah. Keep that away from me. Don't touch
So
me.
it's nice to know it goes the other way too, right? Like which texture is best. It's,
Yeah.
well, talk to your partner, but also, a gift is a gift,
Yeah.
you
Get the
know?
consideration is important no matter what.
Yeah,
It doesn't even have to cost money. It's more of an intent. I appreciate you.
absolutely.
I want you to feel good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what our promotion is.
Mm.
We get the Heart On toy overseas, and I was looking at the manufacturer's website, and there's a bunch of new stuff that I've never seen before. And I'm like, I'm looking for something new and something different. Let's do this. And I've already ordered 10 of them, and there's another 7 that I'm going to order. And I'm going to have 5 each of all the new toys that come out.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to have between 25 and 50 toys that we're going to give away 5 each of
All right.
to our clients and lucky people. And they're going to try them out and they're going to give us a review.
Awesome. And we're going to post those reviews to our blog, right?
Yeah, because we're pretty good. We're experts at toy and we curate what we have.
Mm-hmm.
But let's outsource it and say, hey, try this. Tell us what you think.
Yes.
And it's a way of like thanking our good clients at the same time as people try something they haven't tried before,
Right.
right?
And we want to stay fun and fresh and
Exactly.
healthy. So we want to keep up with the evolution of toy production, right?
Yeah, exactly. The new things that come out.
We want to bring in the hot
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. And, it's part of the giving away the vibrators. It's like spreading joy and conversation because
Mm-hmm.
people want that.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, and in fact, we're going to even get some, give them to men so they can try it with their partners.
Of
It's
course.
not just female oriented. So it's like, yeah,
Right.
yeah. So it's exciting. I think this is going to be an annual event.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I haven't figured out what the name of it yet. It's like, Orgasm Palooza or something. I don't know.
Orgasm Palooza.
I don't know. Something. Something. So yeah, it's just fun. It's like, what a way to spread joy. And you know what? I want to make it very democratic. It's not just, oh, these are our friends that we like, or
Right.
it's such a joy to give toys to people who've never had it before.
Totally.
Such a joy. It's like opening up the world.
Maybe that's something that we should have a conversation about because you did the I Had an Orgasm in Bozeman, Montana movement back when it was America Comes Together,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Maybe we could figure out a way to incorporate our listenership and our blog readers from out of state,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. We'd be happy to ship those out.
Right.
Yeah. Will they be fun?
Totally.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So if someone's interested, we'll have to flesh it out. But when we do,
Right?
we'll see. Yeah. That's one of those fun. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun project.
Hmm.
Yeah. And here's a hint for the guys. Guys, when I tell them to give away the vibrator, I said, put that on the table. You can't lose this conversation. If you ever want to be a hit with women, throw a vibrator on the table and say, hey, someone can have it. Tell me what your favorite toy is and brace yourself because they will tell you. They
Right.
will tell you. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Guys don't understand is like women talk about their toys all the time. Not all
Hmm.
women, not all things, but I think healthy women you want to have sex with, definitely talk about their toys. And then that way you will know. And that's how you get sexually literate. It's like when I talk about the rose, I'm like, here's the secret of the rose. And people want to know.
Hmm.
This is why this works. Now, different toys do different things for different people. So not everything is for everybody.
Right. Even the rose.
Yeah.
I have some beefs with the rose.
You have some beefs?
I do.
Beef away.
So it's okay, it's great, right?
Yeah,
It put air pulse toys in the common vernacular,
sure,
and I love that for the overall conversation about sexual health and wellness in society,
sure.
in the United States especially. But it has a really wide face, by which I mean the part that is supposed to nestle against your body. So for people who are built narrowly,
Yeah.
it can be more difficult to nestle it in place. And so there are things like you're gonna have to help me with the name, but the little triangle toy that we have,
The
the Air
Satisfier.
Pulse toy, Satisfiers.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the toy off the top of my head. It's a little portable triangle,
Sure.
and it's very narrow, and it nestles much more easily.
That's legit. That's totally legit. I think the Love Inc. one is nice in that way too. It's not as
Yes,
wide. Yeah, the rose is like well, the rose has a beautiful form factor. It's a
it
rose.
is.
It's
It's a
cute.
table piece.
Right, exactly. But you're right. You have to work it so it seals the clit. And when it seals the clit,
Mhm.
you get the air pressure. But that takes a lot of work.
Right,
And if you move it just a little bit, you lose it. And that's the
right,
spell you don't want to lose.
right.
So, yeah, yeah,
So depending on, like, vulva and hood and clitoral sizes and hip
right,
width and, like, all of these factors, it can be totally non-functional for people, yeah.
exactly.
But it's great for other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
100% winner for others,
yeah. There's many clitorises.
right? It's
Yeah,
part of the reason why I like the heart on, actually, is because it is a nice middle ground. You can hold it
yeah,
one-handed with the non-slip features.
yeah.
It's a really nice design.
It's a nice toy. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the same company that I'm ordering all these other toys with. So
Right, right.
yeah.
And that's the erotique's heart on. That's
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
that's
Yeah,
yours. I
yeah,
love it.
I know.
It answered all of my problems with the rose, which I thought was fortuitous because we didn't even talk about it beforehand.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, actually, my supplier suggested some more toys, so I'm gonna order them. But I've also outsourced it with staff. So we're gonna bring in a bunch of sex toys. We're gonna give away these sex toys, and we're gonna get people's candid opinion about them. And then if we like them, we're gonna bring them in.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's because I think people wanna give you their opinion on what a sex toy looks like and works.
right,
And also, if we make it creative, like, make it an artistic review. It could be verbal, it could be pictures,
right,
it could be written, whatever.
right.
So make it a fun little project and then fun little thing where you spread the joy and they tell you what they like and you know what? They tell you what they don't like, and that's okay too.
Absolutely. I think that that's almost more important than what they do like, right?
Yeah, 'cause, the yeahs are okay, but,
But you get more information out of creative criticism, something like that.
yeah, there's reliability or you know what? I ask women, I'm like, "How do you know? I mean, how do you touch a toy and know that it's what you want?"
Right.
And, invariably they laugh and say, "I just know."
Your body responds to it.
You find it fun. You could touch it and go, "Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that." Or I don't like that.
Right.
Like, for example, I think when we talk about rabbits, we'll talk about why rabbits work, but also, like, a lot of women say it's way too much.
Right.
Way too much sensation. They want this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that we're dialing it in better and better and better
Right. Right.
as terms of toys go. Yeah.
We've hit this interesting space in toy production that I've noticed where we're looking for more and more aesthetically pleasing and streamlined designs, and we're running out of places to put buttons, like the method of interacting with it.
Yeah.
And so that has really, like, I've seen grind pads, right?
Yeah.
Where the act of using it as a grind pad will change the settings because the buttons are on the bottom.
Uh,
Because it's the only
right.
place for the buttons to be. Everything is
Right.
so
Right. Right.
streamlined.
You hit it the wrong way, and next thing you know well, and using a toy is a spell. I think that in some ways it need to be simpler and provide a certain frisson and make that consistent.
Right.
And if it hits the wrong button, then you lose it, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
consistency. Yeah.
So I think people are simplifying it in some ways, but
Mhm.
also, like, expanding the amount of pleasure that you can
I
have
think
with it.
part of this is leading towards more Bluetooth
Yeah.
technology for toys also.
Yeah, so you can dial it in a little bit more. Yeah, we'll be getting some of those in too. We'll be getting some of those in for evaluation.
Oh, cool.
And here's the other thing too. I think that, like, I believe in the democratization of sex. I don't think you need to spend $80 for a rose
Right.
or $150 for a toy.
Mhm.
Why can't you spend 15 or $20
Right.
and more people can have pleasure? Why does pleasure have to be the sole province of people who have enough money to do it?
Right. Right.
And it's such a simple way to make someone's life better.
Mhm.
And so why does it have to cost a ton of money? It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. But you know what? It's all back to that shame-based world that, like, sex toys it used to be you couldn't get a sex toy but in a sex store or
Right.
order it online, right?
Right.
Now it's a little bit more ubiquitous. You can see it in now department stores have them, and
Right.
they still have make it shame-based because they put it behind glass and you have to go that or, you know?
Right. And then there's, some of the edgier places in the malls have him, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Spencer's?
Yeah, and sometimes they come to me and say, "Well, we're competition." I'm like, "No, you're not. I
No.
believe in joy for everybody, and if this
Absolutely.
introduces people to toys, fantastic. Is their life better? Great. Am I gonna say anything bad about it? No.
Right.
I want people to have pleasure. Is there enough pleasure to go around? Yeah. Can there be more? Absolutely.
Yes.
It's like,
Always more pleasure.
always more
More
pleasure.
pleasure
We're
for
under
everyone. I feel like the people who need it the most are the ones who are unhappy.
Yeah, absolutely, and they wonder why they're unhappy. Because I think their mind works to like, "Oh, this is wrong," and people teach you that it's wrong, and
Right.
it's not.
Right.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And why do you feel bad? Because you think or you do something that you think is wrong,
Right.
because people tell you that it's wrong. They tell you because it's wrong because they wanna control you.
Right. Yeah, and there's another soapbox for me. The
I
complex of
love Hazel's soapbox.
I'm glad because I got I
Soapboxes.
got a stack of soapboxes back here. They're just like
Jump
they're
right on
falling
it.
over on all sorts of other
I could
soapboxes.
just see you in the middle of San Francisco jumping on a soapbox and going to town.
Right?
Go.
Okay, so our education system was designed to put us into manufacturing lines, right? Everything is
Right,
designed on a clock. It's designed to mimic an industrial workforce, which
right.
also
Or an agricultural one.
right, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Which also in the podcast 2 weeks ago, as far as people listening to this, we talked about living under scripts and how that was harmful for men. And we were talking about the men who you thought were probably from the egg department.
yeah,
And those scripts don't let us, like, we are trained through our education system, through our workforce design to have these scripts so that we are appropriate tools for capitalism.
right.
Those scripts demand that we do not look at our personal discomforts,
No,
right? You get hungry
right.
when we tell you to, you eat when we tell you to, you take breaks
You
when
eat
we
what
tell
we
you to.
want. Right.
The one thing that was given allowances oftentimes were unhealthy habits like smoking. I worked
Yeah.
at places that wouldn't let you take breaks if you weren't having a cigarette. You couldn't take a break to go outside and sit,
Wow. Wow.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Corporate unhealthiness.
right, but that trains a person to not connect with their body. We train our brains to reject the conversations our bodies try and have with us to let us know how we're feeling and doing. And that
Right, shutting it down.
exactly, and that moves directly into our ability to know what we like in sex,
Yeah,
our
yeah,
ability to self explore and open
yeah.
that conversation between brain and body to see
Right.
what is pleasurable
Yeah,
without all of the other voices of the system that we grew up in
yeah.
telling us we shouldn't be experiencing pleasure. We can only
Right.
take breaks for painful things.
Yeah.
You
Isn't
have to
that
get a
crazy?
doctor's note. You have to smoke a cigarette. You have to
Yeah.
eat this quick
Let
meal,
me warn you. Yeah,
right?
yeah. And nobody talks about the joys of pleasure. Just
Right.
and the joys of exploration and the
Right.
joys of communication and honesty and trust and yeah, we
Yeah.
lose that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why you're so miserable.
Right. We're trained to be
Yeah.
miserable.
Right.
It's in the
Yeah.
fabric of our system.
right, and if you use fear and anger and guilt and shame, that it works. It works to keep people down.
People become self-monitoring. We
Yeah,
become
exactly,
self-policing.
and that's what scares people. They think they're gonna lose their kids. You're right, they're gonna lose their kids,
Right,
and they deserve to
right,
because young people are more honest and more open and more communicative and more accepting of things.
right.
None of that's bad. It's great.
No child is born inherently racist. They learn it.
They learn it.
No child is born inherently phobic of anything other than, like, maybe if they have, like, an actual phobia, right?
Yeah,
Like a medical phobia.
right. They learn it.
Yeah. Being afraid of things is something that's learned. That's different. It's unsafe.
And if you shut down different avenues of pleasure and sexuality, you just create institutional misery.
Right.
Yeah,
We as adults, I think, would do well to learn from the open exploration, the joyful, playful exploration of our bodies and our worlds that
right,
happens before we are socialized.
right, right.
You know,
Laugh more.
like getting back to what is as opposed to what I think is supposed to be, what I'm told
Yeah.
needs to be.
And there's so much we can have.
Right,
And it's not just orgasms and sex.
right,
It's warmth, it's intimacy, it's communication, it's honesty.
right,
And the thing that we don't talk about much is vulnerability, to be vulnerable, to say, "Hey, this is something that really worries me," or, "This is a concern that I have."
right.
Yeah, and you'll be okay.
And it can start, adults can start finding their way back to that kind of playfulness. A lot of adults like to exercise, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So, exercise, we're so focused on gains, right? I want my body to do this thing, to look this way, to feel this way, to perform this way, right?
right.
My favorite yoga instructor occasionally reminds us that yoga is not about stretching the best way that you should. It's about feeling your body and seeing how you're doing for every class and being in communication with what your body is telling you. And so,
Yeah,
yoga in that way is a check in, having a conversation with your body, not telling it what to do and being mad
yeah.
when it doesn't perform the way you want it to perform. It's not a machine. I mean, it's
No,
a biomachine, but it's like you're tuning it.
right, and it's living in the moment,
Yeah,
not looking for something beyond.
right. Exactly. And that's a mentality that we could bring to sex.
Yeah,
Like living in the moment. What does feel good? What
yeah,
is pleasurable? And it doesn't need to have any meanings other than it's pleasurable. And you've said that before too,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, it's a pleasure.
Mhm.
Yeah, make everything a pleasure,
Right.
and you don't even have to touch somebody to make it a pleasure.
Right. And you would be surprised what you will find a joy to experience.
Yeah,
Even things that are uncomfortable can be pleasant to, as
yeah,
long as you're in that experience, in that mindset, in that place to approach the unpleasant thing.
yeah,
In academia, I had a professor who would call it a mysterious mental maneuver to read a book. I was a literature major that seemed unapproachable, but you would learn a way to get into a place of pleasure in the reading of this piece of art for what it was and the analysis of it.
and all of a sudden, you find your way through in a way that you didn't think that you could sail this ship.
Right, exactly. And so pleasure doesn't have to be about a bacchanalia. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be about hedonism. It can be
no,
about figuring out how to squeeze the experience that you're having to get something useful and
joy.
positive out of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, but
yeah,
not in a way that is toxic, right? In a way that
right,
is self-empowering.
joy,
Joy.
joy. So somebody wants to have sex with you exactly how you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And hopefully that person is you.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah,
really, like, if you don't
absolutely.
like yourself, having sex with yourself can be a real hate fuck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
You should
Yeah, it doesn't.
like yourself.
Yeah, love yourself.
Love yourself. I mean, both. Do
Yeah.
both.
There was Tom Waits once said, "Oh, looks like I took advantage of myself."
No.
No. Yeah.
Awesome. Ah, I think that's our time, Billy. Do you have anything else for us?
Mm, no, happy orgasms.
Happy orgasms. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Well, this has been Tales from a Sex Store. I'm Hazel, here with my co host, Billy McWilliams.
Mwah.
Thank you so much.
Metal hug.
Happy orgasms.
Happy orgasms.